Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Inside. Today we're looking at some packs of Race Day 2006. This is the constructible miniatures racing game put out by Wizards of the Coast, and obviously it's from 2006. So let's open these three up and see what cards we've got. Yeah, WizKids did. I would have thought better with this game, but because it was a pretty cool concept, but you really don't see a lot of people that still play it. Each pack is supposed to be a self-contained game, so you get your cars. You've got a little flyer here on how to construct the cars. There's a little ad. Then there's a little paper map. Well, this is a lot bigger than I expected. Alright, so the map actually goes around. It's a nice little loop, and it's got the rules on it. A brief overview. So if you didn't get a starter, you could play with this little paper map, which is actually a little bit nicer than I expected. Like I said, usually you get something pretty trashy with these kind of things, but this is actually pretty good. I can't refold that right now, so let's move on. So let's see what our cards are. There's a die in here too, a little tiny red die, just like in the Pirates games they did. Pirates of the Revolution and Pirates of the Spanish Main. So you got a little red die, and you should have enough cards to play a simplified game in each pack. So here we've got car number 20, which is Tony Stewart. And it takes multiple cards to put the car together. The blackened area is the bottom, and this is the top or outside. And then you've got the stats on the card here for what it does. And you've got some like damage markers. And the other car we've got is Martin Truex Jr. I don't know who that is, but I'm not a NASCAR. These are officially licensed NASCAR products, as you can see here. And this one is Martin Truex, vehicle number 1. He is number 26. I'm sorry, number 6 of 28. So there's only 28 cars in this whole set, but this you get 2 cars per pack, and you're probably going to get duplicates at some point, which is fine. The nice thing about this getting the starter is that the starter car that it comes with is unique to the starter deck. So if you'll get a different version of that car in the booster packs. So, and I did an opening on the 2006 Race Day box already, so if you want to see what's in that, check out the other video. I'll try and put the link in the description if I remember. But let's see, Tony Stewart's car is number 3 of 28, as you can see down here. So these are real nice, shockingly good quality plastic. It's easy to break them, don't get me wrong. If you flex this too much, it will snap, but they do hold together pretty well, and you can take them apart usually, but I don't recommend that. I recommend once you assemble it, just try and leave it assembled. So that's the first pack. Let's see what's in our second pack. So you get quite a bit in here. I think these were about $5 a pack originally. You can find them cheaper than that usually, but $5 isn't too bad for a full game. So again, we've got an insert, then we've got like a little ad, and then we've got our map. So if you buy a couple packs, you'll have a good selection of cars. You could do 2 cars each or whatever, and you'll have a couple tracks. Let's see what cars we got here. A lot of people don't like the dice, but they don't bother me much. I don't mind playing with the tiny dice. I would rather have larger dice, but you know, if you're trying to do a game in a pack, then it's a little hard. Alright, so the first card we got was Jeff Gordon. This is card number 4 of 28. His vehicle is number 24. These are, you know, 11 years old, so the card numbers may have changed over the years. So there's the stats. And you got to keep the card that these are on because it does have their stats, and you do use the card sometimes for like turning or measurement. in some of the games, so I always recommend keeping the plastic card. There's our damage tokens. And our other card is number 29, Kevin Harvick, which is vehicle number 11 of 28. So like I said, the quality's good. WizKids always did a good job with these. I was always pretty happy with the products they produce. And this was kind of on the tails of HeroClix fading out. And I honestly don't know why these didn't do better, because it's a decent game. It's very simple, and you get everything you need in a pack. So maybe at some point I'll do a playthrough on how to play. But if you like racing games, this is actually a pretty good one you can find cheap. A lot of people still have these as overstock, and you can still find them sealed. The sets, if you buy the sets online, it's probably going to cost you a little more, fairly significant amount more. But I always recommend just buy a couple boosters and try it out if you're interested. Alright, so here we've got Carl Edwards, car 99. This is vehicle number 16 of 28. And there's the other token, our other card sheet. And then we got our damage via counters, or resource card, I guess they call it. And these all pop out, of course. Alright, and our other car is Dale Jarrett, number 88 car. This is vehicle 27 of 28. Alright, so you've got some pretty big names from racing in there. I'm not a racing person, but I like a decent game. I'm not big on the racing games either, for that matter, but they're fun sometimes, and I liked this game. It was nice and simple. If I want a car game, I usually go for Car Wars, but this is a decent game. So if you get a chance to check it out, I recommend it, especially because you only need a pack to play, and you each get a car. If you want to do teams, you can do that too. Everybody gets 2 cars or whatever. But you can usually find these online fairly cheap. It's a dead game from 2006, but I thought it was enjoyable. For a couple bucks, you can play a game on, and it's got decent replay value. But that's what you can kind of expect to find inside. Get kind of an idea. That was 3 boosters, or 3 packs of Race Day 2006. So that's going to do it for this episode. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next episode of What's Inside.